I'm Eric Hughes, Memphis blues player, born and raised here, but I spent all my weekends in Mississippi, either in Holly Springs or in Canton. Got to hear a lot of good blues, and blues is not just music; it's also culture and folk art and repurposing not only situations but artwork. And this is one of my hobbies. I take old drawers from the side of the road, old Chester drawers, and outfit them with little blues knickknacks. Most of it is stuff I found or stuff that probably should have been thrown away. Peanut butter lid, sunflower lid, Parmesan lid, and just pictures of some of the blues guys that I admire. And this one in particular is son Thomas, who used to play in the deer hunting camp that my father would take me to in Itabena, and the hunters would hire him to sit on the hearth and play for the guest, and I would sit in front of Mr. Son Thomas and listen to him play. And this picture is cool because it kind of shows how much guitar players love it when some random dude from the audience gets up there with a harmonica and just starts blowing on your song. And all guitarists know what a special time that is, and the look on sometimes face says it all. That's another dude of mine, a hero of mine, Furry Lewis, and of course Muddy and Wolf, Son House, Muddy. And this is what I do when I see an old Chester drawer on the side of the road. I'll pull over and grab it and do something weird with it, with old picks and thumbtacks and playing cards, and I've got a little portal for these on my website. You can buy some of these, or I'll custom make you one. But that's about it.
You cook 'em, I caught 'em. Wake up early, it's 4 o'clock. I got a little boat that's tied to the dock. Paddle around the bend, reeling fishes in. You cook 'em, I caught 'em. Heated the pan and put the butter in the bottom. Fresh out the water, nobody bought 'em. You cook 'em, I caught 'em. You cook 'em, I caught 'em. Now you stay away, alligator gar. Bonny fish, you much too hard. Don't want perch or pike. Catfish, what I like. You cook 'em, I caught 'em. Heated the pan, put the butter in the bottom. Fresh out the water, nobody bought 'em. You cook 'em, I caught 'em. You cook 'em, I caught 'em. Cook 'em, I caught 'em. Heated the pan, put the butter in the bottom. Fresh out the water, nobody bought 'em. You cook 'em, I caught 'em. You cook 'em, I caught 'em. Rolling in cornmeal, gonna be great. A big old fish hanging off the plate. Down in the water, he was swimming near the bottom. You cook 'em, I caught 'em. You cook 'em, I caught 'em. Heated the pan, put the butter in the bottom. Fresh out the water, nobody bought 'em. You cook 'em, I caught 'em. You cook 'em, I caught 'em. You cook 'em, I caught 'em.
I'm working on my 5th record right now. This new one, Blues Akana, will have it'll have a cowboy song called "The Day They Hanged the Kid." It'll have a couple of rock and roll tunes, kind of like "The Freight Train of Pain," "The Boogeyman," "I'm Knocking on Your Door," and then we have kind of an easy listening, kind of a jazzy tune called "I Must Have Left My Heart at Your Place," and then there are 2 or 3 straight up blues songs. And this album will kind of push our boundaries a little more, because I've learned to over the years, when you're writing a song, if it wants to go in a certain direction, if you're smart as a songwriter, you'll let that song go in that direction and not worry about, oh, is this blues, or is this country, or is this jazz or rock? letting the song kind of grow up on its own and knowing when to go where the song wants to go is kind of something we've explored and utilized on this new album. As most guys that put in their hours and pay their dues on Beale Street, you learn how to have an exciting show, because the people walking up and down the street, they're looking through each one of the windows and they're listening to each one of the bands, and they're going to make their decision based on how you sound and how you your level of energy and how long you can keep them there depends on how interesting you are. It's another reason that having different varied songs original-wise is important. Because if you just get up there and play a bunch of shuffles, and they all kind of, to the untrained ear, they all kind of sound the same, and you're not as interesting. So bands that have grown up on Beale Street and paid their dues on Beale and learned what they could usually end up being a good festival choice, a good bar choice, because it's a real tough training ground. You know, if you survive on Beale, you learn how to survive, and you can carry those traits and that excitement and that interest wherever you go play. Maybe bring a little bit of Beale Street with you when you come play.
Never said I was a saint. Clean cut kid, you know, I keep my tattoos here. I'm a clean cut kid, you know, I keep my tattoos here. Your mouth would drop open if you knew about the things I did. I may look cool, but I ain't. I never said I was a saint. I may look cool, but I ain't. I never said I was a saint. Shot a man one time, I never did get caught. Shot a man one time, I never did get caught. I think I only winged him, but it occupies my thoughts. I may look cool, but I ain't. I never said I was a saint. I may look cool, but I ain't. I never said I was a saint. Some folks been telling me that you Memphis boys a little rough. Some folks been telling me that you Memphis boys a little rough. We know what's for kicks, a little dangerous just enough. I may look cool, but I ain't. I never said I was a saint. I may look cool, but I ain't. I never said I was a saint.